Hello, everybody, and welcome to Chair Yoga. Ironically, I have a squeaky chair, I've just realized. So if you're new to Chair Yoga, it is a great thing to do while you're at your desk all day, and you don't have to pull out a yoga mat, you don't have to change your clothes. It's just very accessible and very inclusive. So what I'm going to do is split it up into three parts. We're going to work the areas of the body that get negatively affected the most by sitting in a chair for long periods of time. So we're going to split it into our neck and shoulders. That's one. Our spine. That's two. And then number three is our hips and our lower back. So let's just start with a guided meditation. The whole class today will be about 20 minutes, just to let you know. So sit up nice and tall in your chair, feet flat on the ground, shoulders down. And let's take some long, deep breaths up and down your body. Just let go of your day so far. Bring yourself into a place where you're dropping everything out of your head that isn't right now. So letting go of things that happened this morning, yesterday, 5 years ago, and also letting go of any future anticipations. Take one more full breath in. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Great. All right, so neck and shoulders. What we're going to start right now is just doing some sideways figure eights like this. Now go quite slow. I'm going to slow mine down a little bit. And if you hear clicking and creaking and clunking in your neck, that is normal. Keep your head facing the screen prominently. And then pause, close your eyes. So you've stirred up a lot of stagnant energy in your neck. Your neck holds up your head. So this is really key. Open up your eyes. We're going to do it again, but this time think of like a 3D figure eight, like an infinity line or infinity shape. So circling down and around. So just like you're looking behind you, but still going through the center with your figure eight. And this will just start to get into a different muscle group that's activated when you turn behind you. Now, just like regular yoga, deep breaths are so key. So take a big inhale for one circle or one full figure eight maybe. Exhale to the other side. Good, head up nice and high, relax your neck. Good. Okay, now shoulder rolls, moving on. Shoulder rolls don't feel as good right away. What they do is they stir up a lot of stuff as well. So you'll start to feel like kind of this weeding a garden feeling, I find, with shoulder rolls. And you can just do small ones like this, or you can make them a little bit bigger and move your elbows, maybe even going like this, so drawing circles with your elbows. And this will get rid of a lot of tension that happens when we work at desks and at keyboards all day. So now pull your shoulders up towards your ears, scrunch up your face, your fists, hold your breath, even curl your toes, and then go, ah. And then pause with your eyes closed. Feel your shoulders release. Take a big inhale with your eyes closed. Exhale, sigh out. Good. Okay, what we're going to do now is just a classic neck stretch. You can just drop your head to one side, or what you can do is take your hand over and just gently pull. So what that's going to do with your head facing this way towards the screen, it's going to stretch the classic part of the neck that gets really tight when we do a lot of computer work. Now, to make this a little bit deeper, what you can do is hold on to the side of the chair. I'll just bend it down a little bit. So you can hold on to the side of the chair like this, and you can probably drop your hand at this point, lean over like this. So my hand is reaching under the chair, and it's like I'm trying to fall to this side. What you can also do is turn the palm down, fingers facing in, lift up and sit back onto it. Now try to straighten your arm, and you'll feel this a lot in your forearm as well. So with all the typing and texting and emailing that we do, our forearms and the muscles within them are really, really tight usually. So now I want you to turn your head to look towards that opposite shoulder and tuck your chin in. If you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can bring your hand behind your head. Now, as we turn to the side, it works more into the shoulder blade. So if you get a lot of tight shoulders, this is a great one. Take one more big breath in, exhale, and come out of it. Shake it out. Now head to the other side. This one will often pop up, so you can pull it down. A few variations here. You can keep your hand here or here. You can close your eyes now. Full breaths in, stretching out those tight muscles in the side of the neck. Now remember, what we do with our body affects our mind. What we do with our mind affects our body. So if we're sitting at a desk all day with a hunched posture and kind of no deep breaths, our body is going to suffer. Open up your eyes, you can release your hand. Do the one where either you're holding on underneath and leaning to the side, or palm down. Sit on the hand, so fingers facing in, palm down. Try to straighten through the arm, and you'll really feel this in the forearm. And then tuck your chin down. Good, close your eyes. Big breath in, and big breath out. So when we're experiencing pain or aches, just even aches or pains on a physical level, what happens is that is our body trying to give us a message. So now turn your head down towards the side, option to look towards your shoulder or maybe even back a bit, and then take your hand to here, gently tuck chin in. Take a big deep breath in and a big deep breath out. Last breath and release it out. Good. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Okay, so my favorite one, I'm going to do it from the side. One of my favorite ones. I think I have quite a few actually. This one's for the neck, but it's my favorite. Is we're going to bring our hands behind our head. Now, what I want you to do is I want your hands to feel like this is happening. You're trying to pull down. What I want your head to do is resist it and pull up. So you won't actually see that movement happening. What's happening though is that there's a lot of weight on your hands pulling your head down, elbows facing down towards the floor. But equally, the resistance that is occurring by pulling up is really opening up the upper spine, but mostly the neck and the shoulders. So your hands are pulling down, eyes are closed, head is pulling up. And as you take a deep breath, you can really feel the shoulder muscles, the shoulder blades, the neck start to open. Take one more big deep breath in. You might possibly want to come down a little bit more. That just moves more into the middle back when you do that. Good. Take another inhale and another exhale. And then roll all the way up. Open up here. Keep your hands behind your head. I can still see my arms, so I'm going to try to unsee them. So roll your shoulders back, eyes out of, or arms out of your own gaze. Nice and relaxed. So this pose brings a lot of energy into the body. Notice what your lungs are doing now. Rather than being tight like this, they're open and exposed. So close your eyes. Full big breath into the body, into the lungs, sending fresh energy and oxygen into your organs, your cells, just opening everything up. Good. Up to center now and release. All right, so moving on to the spine. So when we think the spine, think of the skeletal system that you see when maybe you're in a doctor's office or just you've seen them before in science experiments or things like that. And you've got the skeleton there. So I did the slinky analogy a few weeks ago. So thanks to those of you who mentioned that you liked it. You sent me some personal messages. So yeah, that slinky analogy, the spiral thing, is like our spine. Now, normally it's at the compressed stage where the slinky is pushed together. What you want to do is consciously elongate your spine so that everything is stacked on top of each other. Your head weighs approximately 10 pounds. And when it's stacked like this on top of the spine, ears back over shoulders, everything's a-okay. As soon as you go about 10 degrees forwards, 10 to 15 degrees forwards, it puts an extra 10 pounds approximately on our shoulders and our neck because it's not stacked. So we go like this, and then we go like this. And by the time we're at a 45-degree angle, your body is exerting so much energy just to hold you there. So all the muscles are tensing. It's like you've got a really heavy backpack on your back. So analogies work good in yoga. So I always imagine, walking into a surprise party, what do? That's actually how we're supposed to sit. So head is back, shoulders back. So the definition of posture is the body's alignment with respect to the ever-present flow of gravity, essentially. Gravity is always coming down on us. We're trying to lift up against it. Why good posture is so important is because it stacks gravity, so no one particular structure is overstressed. So we're not like this. We're not like this, we're not like this. I'm always crossing my legs. I'm trying not to. Sit up nice and tall, relaxed. So the spine is holding us up. So seated cat-cow poses. If you do yoga with me regularly, you'll see we do hands and knees on the floor. Cat-cow in your seat just looks like this. So let's do it all together. Inhale forwards, exhale back. Naturally, the hands sometimes just slide along the legs. Mine, when I go forwards like this, they come up. And when I go back, they reach towards my kneecaps. So this is a great one to do if you're feeling a little bit stagnant in the middle of your day. You just feel like you need a shake up. You can close your eyes. The combination of eyes closed, breath deep, and spine moving will power wash your spine with energy, and you'll feel alive again. Good. Now there's a few arm movements we can add on. Interlace your hands. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, round the spine, push forwards. Inhale, up, shoulders back. Exhale, round the spine. A few more of those. Inhale, up, and exhale. And then when you're exhaling, let's lean back a little bit more. So lean back. And what I'm going to get you to do now is bend your elbows slightly and imagine your hands are glued together and you're trying to pull them apart. So this feeling of pulling apart just slightly will help to really open up the space in between the shoulder blades where you get really tight. So this is a great one to do if your back is tight, your upper body, and then come all the way up. Good. Hands over your head, stretch them up nice and high, and then lean over to one side. So the sides of the waist get really tight. The muscles shorten when our posture goes forwards. So when you do this, or what you could even do is grab the top arm like this, just lean over to the side, close your eyes. You lengthen all the muscles that support the spine. So essentially you're giving your spine a helping hand. Good, take one more big breath in. And all the way up, release down, close your eyes, palms facing up. Palms facing up, it's a sign you're ready to receive energy and it keeps the shoulders and the heart and the lungs open. Good. Interlace your hands the opposite way you normally do. So slide the baby finger up one, just for some balance. Reach your arms up and roll over to the side. As you try to lean towards this one side, push and extend as much as you can. Drop down a little bit if you want. Good, take an inhale and exhale. Good, and then you can grab on again like you did on the other side, reaching and lengthening. And then come all the way up and release down. Good. So the last part of the spinal exercises are a twist. So what you can do is just do a simple twist. You might do that naturally, after a big work call, you just go side to side. But we're gonna hold this twist. So you can take your hands to one side. If you have a back on your chair, I like to do this when it's like you're wrapping your arm around somebody, but you do it around your chair. And you don't just stay here, you extend high. You wanna create space, think of the slinky extended. You wanna create space in between your vertebrae. So if you're feeling like you need to clear some stuff out, if you're just feeling like, gotta wring out, think of that body as a sponge and you're wringing out excess. Turn to the side, try not to have shoulders up, drop them down. Turn to the side, eyes closed. Every time you inhale, lengthen the spine. Every time you exhale, twist and wring out a little bit deeper. So this increases the elasticity of the spine, helps the muscles move, and expand and breathe. And then come all the way back to center. Pause in a neutral spine with eyes closed. These pauses are really important after the exercises because they allow the body to absorb the benefits. Take one more breath. Just let everything realign and then turn to the other side. So as you turn to the side, hands either to one side like this for a simple one, and you can use your hands for resistance to pull. Reach your arm behind you. Inhale, head high. Exhale, twist. So think of lifting your rib cage up and away from your digestive system. Usually our poor digestive system just gets your body kind of sinking down into it. So create some space, turn to the side. Great pose to do right before you eat. It helps to rev up the digestive system so your body assimilates nutrients more efficiently. Great detox pose as well. You can do this as a mental detox or a physical detox. Basically, with physical detox, it happens naturally just by wringing out our liver and our kidneys. Mental detox, we just need to think a little bit about channeling that energy of what do I need to let go of. One more big breath in. Exhale. Good, back to center. All right, wiggle it up. Okay, moving on to, I'm going to go a little bit lower here just so you can see what I'm doing, into hips and lower back. So hip circles are a really great thing to get in the habit of doing on your chair. So as you can probably tell, there's some poses that you can do if you're maybe on a call with no video. You could maybe get away with stretching your neck if you're talking to somebody on a video call. But this is all about trying to blend yoga into our workday. Because there's something that goes on psychologically when we have to pull at our mat or we have to switch into exercise clothes, opposite direction, keep breathing. But sitting on your chair, it actually just feels really good, moving your spine, your lower back. So think of this kind of like a tornado, where at the bottom is your lower back and it's swirling energy up that's gotten stuck. Okay, sit up nice and tall and just feel that connect to everything starting to move. This will really help to release back problems. Okay, this pose I'm about to do, lift one leg up, is one of the best things to do that nobody will know. If your computer was up, even one day when we go back to the offices, you can lean forwards and bring your the computer desk over your legs and no one will know. It's almost just like you're crossing your leg. So if your leg you can't get it up, that's okay, just cross this in front just for a moment. But if you can get it up, flex the foot, have the outer, I'm going to call dark clothes, so to speak, but take the outer ankle and outer foot onto the leg like this. And if you've got tight hips, the leg will be quite high. Eventually it'll start to come down. So with this one, it's all about the height. So my foot is flexed here. My shin is parallel to the wall in front of me. Inhale here, and then take your nose a little bit further forward towards the screen. And can you feel this here? I'll do it from the side so you can see me a little bit more. So inhale here. Again, if I just come forward like this, I don't feel it. So tall spine. It's like you're coming forward like this. Good. So again, what you can do is just pull your computer a little bit, or sorry, pull your chair a little bit away from the computer and lean in. And then you get to work while you're stretching your hip, your glutes, and your lower back. So it's amazing. What you can also do is try bringing your forearms down. Use that extra elbow to push, or sorry, the elbow on the side to push down a bit. So you can inhale. And now as you exhale, I want you to come up onto your hand and lean in the direction of your toes. So lean to that opposite side of your computer. Press down, try to imagine extending your arms straight, maybe even twist to the side. Good, take a breath in. Take a breath out. So our hips start to go as we age naturally, they start to get tighter. So it's so key to do this. Rise up and release, good. Use the hands, just rub the top, the heel of the hand where it's the tightest, just rub up and down. Get the energy flowing in your leg, rub the tight muscles up. So other side, you will see one side is a lot tighter than the other. So flexing the foot, nice and tall. Think of it as going down stairs. So I will do it on this side. So it's inhale forwards, exhale down. So my nose is going like this. Inhale forwards, exhale down. And when you're down as far as you can, extend further forwards rather than just thinking nose to knee. Option to come onto your forearms with your head down. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Put a little bit more pressure on that elbow that's holding onto the knee. Good. And then lift up out of it, turn to the side, extend your nose in the direction of your toes and push down a little bit. Turn to the side and lean forward. Maybe even look behind you. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Good. One more inhale. Amazing. Exhale, come back to center. Great. And use your hands up and down your leg again. If you get tight on the side of the leg, the IT band, it's nice to run along here. All right, everybody. So that was your dose of chair yoga. It is one of my favorite things to do to keep the body happy and the mind happy when you're in your chair. Let's just start by closing our eyes. Take a full breath in And a full breath out. Lift your spine even higher. Sit as tall as much as you can when you're at your desk, and it will really keep your body and your mind happy and healthy. Good. Open up your eyes. Namaste, everybody.